Hi everyone. Today we will see top 10 tips for computer science students. If you follow these 10 tips, then definitely you will be different from others. The way you look at your software engineering career will be totally different. The first tip is try to understand the true strength of the language what you are learning at present. Means at present you may be learning Java or .NET or C or C++ or any other language. Don't restrict yourself to adding up two numbers, biggest up to numbers, or printing natural numbers up to 100. Try to understand the real strength of that language. Try to know why the language has been developed. Why? Because every language is built by keeping one objective in mind. So, when you are learning a language, just try to understand whether you are building applications which fulfills that objective or not. For example, if you are learning HTML and CSS, then try to build a static website by using HTML and CSS, and that will be your actual learning. If you are learning JavaScript, then develop an attractive UI for a web development project, and that is the real outcome of JavaScript. If you are learning Android, then try to build an app and host it on the Play Store so that people will start using of that app. The app may be a basic app, but the learning of your Android application development should be implemented in that app what you have developed. So this is my tip number 1. I'll summarize it. Whatever the language you are learning, try to implement the real strength of the language in your learning. Next one. The second tip is improve your coding skills. Means practice as many programs as possible. For example, if you are learning C language, then try to practice minimum 200 programs so that your logic will be improved. It's very important to practice n number of examples when you are working with a programming language, and this is going to improve your coding skills and problem solving ability. This is my second tip. I'll summarize it. Whatever the language you are learning, in that language try to practice n number of examples. As many examples as you practice, that is going to improve your coding skills and problem solving ability. And my third tip is do not neglect data structures. Data structures are very important subject in a software engineering career. You might be studying in any branch of engineering. In your curriculum, data structure subjects may not be there, but out of your syllabus, you just try to practice data structures. Why? Because data structures helps you to understand how the data is managed internally. You will understand the internal workings of a data management system. So that's what the beauty of data structures is all about. Next, my fourth tip is learn minimum 5 programming languages. Minimum. Why? Because so many students asks me like how many languages I should learn. So my suggestion is learn minimum 5 programming languages, and you can start learning this right from your first year onwards. Why? Because if you learn 4 to 5 programming languages, then you will understand the strength of one language, the weakness of other language, what works in one language, what does not works in another language. That's very, very important to understand, to know what is working in one language and what is not working in one language. What is the real usage of that language, isn't it? So that is possible only when you work with multiple programming languages. For example, if you take C, it is a general purpose programming language and it is really used to improve your programming skills. Why? Because C is only the programming language where you can practice hundreds of examples. And C is known as procedure-oriented programming language. The other language is C++. C++ is a object-oriented programming language. C++ helps you to implement object-oriented principles practically by using C++ programming language. Once you are good at C++, then it will be very easy for you to learn .NET, Java, Python or any other language you take it. Why? Because the terminologies which is used in C++ like class, object, method will be familiar when we are working with some other languages. Learn Java, the very, very important programming language, and today Java has become the base for many other languages also. Like if you want to learn Android, which is an app development application, Android is built on the top of Java. So if you know core Java, if you are able to write programs in Java, then it will be easy for you to learn Android. Without Java, it's very difficult to learn Android. Learn Java because if you want to go to testing side, so in testing there is a tool called Selenium, and the Selenium uses the coding concepts of Java. Means a student who wants to learn Selenium first learn Java, and then only you better learn Selenium. Okay, now my fourth recommendation is learn Android. Why? Because today everywhere mobile applications are used. Okay, so using Android you can develop applications for smartphones as well as the tablets. So I recommend you to learn Android. If you want to develop applications for iOS, then learn Swift programming, SWIFT. Using Swift programming, you can develop applications for iOS, means for Apple products. Learn MS.NET. Why? Because if you want to develop web applications by using Microsoft technology, then MS.NET is the best application to learn. So just for idea's sake, I have given these 5 languages names, but you can learn any minimum 4 to 5 languages based upon your interest, based upon your requirement. And if anyone wants to learn more than 5 programming languages, that's fine. This is my tip 5. If you are planning to learn more than 5 programming languages, then you have to be master in at least one programming language. Means using that language you have to develop multiple projects so that you will be master in that language. And to understand how other programming languages works, you can learn multiple programming languages. So my tip 5 is you have to develop multiple projects in one language so that you will be master in that language, and along with that language you can learn any number of programming languages. languages. So that in future, if you want to shift from one application to another application or from one technology to another technology, it will be very easy for you to move because already you have practiced so many programming languages. And my sixth tip is try to understand burning problem which is around you and develop a project on that particular burning problem. The project may be small, the project may be big, you leave that point. Generally, students what they do is, when they want to develop a project, they just go to educational institutions and they ask them that they want to develop a project and will you give any project? No. For academic submission it's okay, but really if you are serious about your software career and if you want to learn something, then you just observe your surroundings, and if you feel anything is unorganized, if you observe any burning problem, then try to find out a solution for that. And if you can adopt some technology, if you can provide solution to that burning problem by using some technology, then try to build a project on that. And that is the real learning. My seventh tip is practice competitive programming skills. That's what we call actually tricky questions. And this competitive programming is a mind sport program according to provided specifications. Means there will be different unknown things will be provided to you, and by looking at the code you feel that you know everything about this and immediately you can solve. But there will be some tricky concepts in such a way that you will feel so much difficulty in solving them. So when you keep on practicing that competitive programming, then you will get good hold on the logic building activity of your application development. And this will really help you to go through campus drives. So if you are good at competitive programming, then chances are more that you will be selected in campus drives. Next, the other tip is, like the tip number 8 is, you go to websites of various software development companies and see what they are looking for, so that you will understand what the industry is looking for, what new technologies are coming in the market, and what the companies are expecting from the newcomers. And based on that, you just try to learn some new technologies. Why? Because you will be still at college only. When you are at college, it is very easy for you to learn a new skill. That is one way to upgrade yourself. Learn databases like, this is the tip number 9. Learn databases like Oracle, MySQL. Why? Because without database, we can't store the data. So whether it is offline application or online application, databases plays very, very important role. So try to learn one database at least. And my last tip, like tip number 10 is, if you are just starting your career, that's something, but if you are in first year of engineering, then you better learn these languages: C, C++, HTML and CSS, JavaScript, Java, Oracle and Python. Again I am repeating: C, C++, HTML and CSS, JavaScript, Java, Oracle and Python. So if you learn these languages, if you have good hold on these languages, if you have good practice on these languages, then it becomes very easy to learn upcoming technologies. If you like this video, please share to your friends, and if you are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. See you soon. Bye bye. Take care.